Hey, what's up, world? Let's get to it. If you've been on this journey with me, then you know that we started these peppers a couple of weeks ago. They've been growing, and now that they have this purple coming in on the leaves, that's my sign that it's time to repot them. You can even see some roots starting to appear down at the bottom. So let's repot these things. Make sure you label everything that you repot. We're going to do it by keeping 6 in a row, maybe 8 in a row, however many. You'll see. Anyway, right here I'm using the same Vigo 8 count seed starting cells that I was talking about. And my favorite feature about these is that you are easily able to remove the seed by just pushing up. A lot of the other seed cells, your finger can't fit through here, so it's hard to remove them. Anyway, if you saw the video about repotting tomatoes, then you know the process. All we're gonna do is use high quality organic potting soil. This happens to be from Heirloom Soils. This is the veggie and herb mix. We're going into the 4-inch pots. I tell you guys, don't throw these things away because you're always gonna transplant into them. Now, we go through the same process. A little bit of soil, drop the plant in, backfill with more soil. Let's get to work. I really need another table, man. Need to build like a potting station. Now, unfortunately, we didn't get every seed to pop, but that's usually what happens. Even if you have brand new seeds from a reputable seed company like these from Botanical Interest, every seed just might not germinate, and you have to be okay with that. That's why we always plant more than we need in the event certain things don't germinate. But it's never a waste because things like peppers, tomatoes, really everything can grow in containers. So if we run out of room in our raised beds, we'll simply drop the extras into some containers. All right, man, that's enough talking. Pull it out. Oops. Don't spill the soil. Check it out. There's actually 2 of them in here. I'm looking forward to this growing season because I'm starting a lot more things from seed. Over the past few years, I kind of got away from this, kind of got away from starting seeds, and I was really just purchasing a lot of transplants from the nursery. But every time I do that, I end up upset because all those plants, when I bring them home, they usually get sick somehow, some way. So it's cool. I'll just do it myself like we used to do. Because if something goes wrong, I can just blame myself as opposed to blaming the nursery. And you know what? To be honest, the nursery doesn't even start the seeds. They just purchase them from somebody who does. So I'm mad at the nursery for no reason. They're not even the ones who messed up. Looking forward to growing this variety because I've never grown it before. What is this called? It's called Santaka. Don't ask me what it means. Don't ask me where the peppers are from because I'd be lying if I told you. Every year I grow these Shishitos. And every year I say I'm going to like them more and more. Maybe this is the year. I think they're all right, man. I think they're one of these peppers that got hyped up by the media or by the masses of gardeners. Happens every year. Something new, super cool that everybody should be growing. Anyway, the Shishito's cool, man. It's just all right. I don't actually like them when they're green. I wait till they turn red. I think the flavor is better. Right, I grow hot peppers, man. You'll notice that I didn't seed many bell peppers, or actually, I didn't seed any bell peppers at all. I'm not really big on growing bell peppers. I want the hot peppers and I want the peppers with crazy flavors, right? So I have this Serrano that I don't actually know where it came from, but it tastes like mango. Yep. It's in a pot over there. I only have one. And then I have the same Serrano, but it's yellow and it tastes like lemons. Anyway, all that to say, grow different varieties. Don't just grow what people tell you is cool or what all the hype is about. Find what you like, grow what you like. And even though it's springtime and the weather's a little bit warmer out here, I am not going to leave these peppers outside. Once I've finished transplanting them, I will take them back inside underneath our seed starting lights, just because I don't want to risk it. And I want them to grow as quickly as possible. Because if you watched the other video, if you watched the Great Grow Along, then you know that peppers are planted end of March through middle of April. And right now, it's early March. So these peppers have about 3 more weeks inside before they're big enough and ready enough to come outside. Actually, in all honesty, if it was warmer outside, if it was later in the spring, I could just plant these in the garden right now, the same size they are. I could go straight from these cells into the garden. We have another one with 2 stuck together. We're just going to tease them apart, and that's what we end up with. I think I'm going to have to label each one so that I can stick them close together. We're going to pause and do that now. All right. Right back to it. Guess I didn't realize how many there were, so we are going to label them. But we don't have to label all of them. We just need to label the rows. Okay? And how many there are. I think next time I'll just use the popsicle sticks. It's much faster that way. So this year, I'm growing a lot of these Thai hot peppers because I plan on making my own chili oil. Yeah, I really like chili oil. So rather than buy it, if I just grow the peppers, I can make my own. And if you don't know, if you're new to the channel, I am a big fan of growing your own, doing it on your own, all that good stuff, man. Because what you're able to grow and produce, I promise you, it will taste better than what you can purchase from the store. If I have any seedlings like this one, super small, I don't waste the time potting them up. That tells me that it's a weak seedling, it's a weak plant. Weak plants usually end up diseased. You get diseases, you get pests in your garden, then you're just battling it year round. So to avoid that, I just won't pot that plant up. Yes, I'm aware that there are 2 plants here. I'm just going to leave these 2 together. All right, time for the last one. These are the Serrano peppers right here. Pretty decent germination, minus this cell over here. Last ones, let's get these potted. 1, 2. We might just actually fit. So I'm not going to label these because I'm going to remember that everything on this side next to the hot chilies, the Thais, are the Serranos. I think I'm going to be 1 pot short. This is actually 3 pepper plants together. And no, I'm not going to separate them because I'm running out of these 4-inch pots. Now you'll notice this one is weaker than all of the other ones. So even though it's strong, well, it's not strong. Even though it's growing, I'm still not going to transplant it. 1, because I'm out of 4-inch pots, and 2, it's weaker than the other ones. And there we go. We've got all our pepper plants. Well, all the ones that we started on this batch, we have them all ready to go. Now we're just going to bottom water the tray because you know my saying, bottom watering is the best. After we bottom water the tray, we're going to take this back inside and set it back underneath our grow lights and allow these peppers to grow for another 2 to 3 weeks. By the time they come out here, you'll see they'll be about this tall and they'll be a little beefy. But before we plant them, we will talk about topping them or not topping them, but that's in the next video. Hopefully you found this enjoyable and informative. If you did, you know what I need you to do. Like, subscribe, follow, turn on notifications, all that good stuff, man. Make sure you're following along for the Grow Along for 2023 if you want to know how much food you can actually produce in your own urban garden. That's it, man. I'm out of here. I got more stuff to do. You guys take it easy.